Welcome back, guys. Going into the third hour. Night's Ass, are you going down the elevator?
Of course, I'm going down the elevator. The moment where I thought about it and I was looking over the edge, that actually took like half a second in
Okay.
real time.
Okay.
I don't have athletics, or is athletics a combination of things?
You're muted,
I
Adam.
thought you, I thought you did have
Got it. Thank you.
athletics.
Yeah, the skill in question. Let me take a look. It's athletics. It's a skill. It's a physical skill based on
I feel
body.
like that's something I would have. It's based on body?
Yeah, based on your body. So if you don't have body, it's let's see. But you do have stealth, so it makes it less painful. It'd be target 8 instead of 10.
And if I feel like I should just buy, because I feel like I would have athletics. I just didn't know about it.
Yeah, it's something you could do.
Can I buy two? That'd be three
Sh-
karma.
Sure, why not?
Alright.
Okay, so target number 4 with your sudden newfound athletic skills. They'll go nicely with this German you now speak.
I actually changed into some track pants and tracksuit. I guess that's more Russian. All right, literally 100% chance to succeed. Literally how math works.
Yeah, totally how math works too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
100%.
I
Called
broke
it.
math.
Okay. So, in how does this look? Are you all like tactical, or is it more like a fireman sliding down a fire pole? Like, how does Night's Ass descend the line to get to the next level?
I actually I wanted to go down head first, but I'll make this slightly realistic. I jump on, wrap myself around, but I still have one of my hands on the comms, and I just this is as far as I can go.
Okay. All right. So you zip down, and you can see on the inside now. There's the elevator doors at each level, and you zip down far enough to see the next level of doors. All the doors are closed, obviously, because they wouldn't leave the elevator shaft open. But
So on every single floor, they're closed.
yeah, and the elevator's just at the bottom.
So even at the very bottom, like the basement door is closed.
But you can't see it because there's the top of the elevator is at the bottom. The elevator car itself is at the bottom. You could get into it from the top, but
I want to try and I don't know, with the butt of my gun, try and whack at it and then pry it open, or like.
all right, so here's what we see. We see Night's Ass jump into the elevator shaft and zip down a little ways, and then we just hear clanging from 10 feet down, just awkward grunting and clanging of something being battered
Yeah.
against the door.
As that, Night's Ass, what the fuck are you doing?
Special tactics, Crusher. Lead me to it.
SWAT shit.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna start coming down now. So stop doing whatever the fuck you're doing, because it's kind of weird. I just kind of look over. Do I just see her constantly knocking against the door?
If you lean over, you can see her battering it, hanging on with one arm and hitting
Yeah,
it with her rifle.
that's not gonna work, Night's Ass. I'll be down there in a second. I
Can
grip
I
the.
jump off to the side? Jump off on top of the car and.
The car's pretty far down. There is a ladder that runs up and down for maintenance on the side wall.
Okay, I want to cling to that while he comes
Okay.
down.
Swing over to it. All right, you're hanging on to the ladder. All right, Crusher, you want to take the cable down?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, make an athletics check.
So if I don't think I have athletics. Yeah. So what's the base roll for that? Quickness?
For body.
It's body?
Yep.
Okay, what do you want the do I add my pluses
6,
to it, or just the
8.
base stats?
Just the base stat. You're gonna roll body. Target number is 8.
Okay. All right, 0 successes.
Okay. Do you want to re-roll?
Let me see how much karma I've got.
You won't just straight up fall, but it'll be awkward for you to get down. It'll take some time and make noise.
I'll try
I mean,
one karma
already
just
made
to,
a lot of noise, to be fair.
yeah, I'll use one karma just to re-roll everything and see what happens, but I'm not really too worried about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just let it
All right.
happen.
Okay, so you get out there and it groans under your weight. and you start to make your way down, and it takes like a little while to get down to where Knight's Ass is hanging onto the ladder. And I think once by the time you get down there, you can hear outside, like on the other side of the elevator door, you can hear some like shouting, not like scared shouting, but kind of urgent shouting.
From
Knight's
inside?
Ass, yeah, Knight's Ass, you now recognize the knowledge chip part of your brain recognizes the language and processes it for you. And yeah, there's more than there's like 3 or 4 people in there. They're shouting commands to each other in German, like cover the door, set up cover here, and like basically just shouting to each other to set up. They know you're out here.
Trying to not make a Hitler joke.
Good, that's good. Good urge to have. Okay, and then it goes quiet.
The end.
Yeah, I'm just still hanging onto the ladder.
Okay, Crusher, what do you want to do?
Am I right next to the door?
Yeah, you're hanging across from the door.
Okay, can I like wedge my hand there and then just turn it to try to open it a tiny bit?
Yeah, totally. So you just punch your fingers through the seam of the door and then just like turn it sideways, and it grinds against your hand and opens slightly. You hear the sudden like rattling burst of a couple of assault rifle bursts, and they like ping off the door. Yeah, none of them hit you, but they're ready on the other side, and they fire at the door.
Okay. I mean, after I kind of like dodge them or whatever, it's like, yeah, we don't mean you any harm. What group are you with?
There's some shouting back in German.
Oh fuck, you're one of the Germans. Christ.
Knight's Ass, you hear they're demanding surrender. They're like, throw down your weapons, come out peacefully.
Do you translate?
So is this so we're on the main floor, and they're behind the
Where?
door to
Below us.
basement 1.
Yeah, you're on the main floor. You're now hanging from the elevator cables parallel with B1. You've opened the door a little bit, and they're firing down a hall at you.
Maybe we should get breakdown down here real fast. I think we only have a couple seconds until they storm through this basement, and if Javier's not down here, we gotta get the fuck out.
Ooh,
Wait, what?
what?
So breakdown, you can like go astral if you want to, and go down the elevator shaft and through the doors and stuff. It's just like actual Earth you can't pass through.
Right.
So if you want to go astral again, that's a thing that you have the option to do.
I don't know how I could help them by going astral, though.
Yeah.
Just want to confirm if Javier's in the building or not. Breakdown.
Okay, how many floors are there?
There appear to be 4.
Okay. And we are on...
You and Bon Bon are on the ground floor.
And then there's
basement.
3 floors below
There's
us.
3 floors below you. Yeah.
Okay.
At least you can't see the elevator. If the elevator is all the way at the bottom, there's 4 floors. If there's more below it, then
Okay. Okay. Sure. I'll sit and go astral.
okay. All right. So it's your turn to babysit Bon Bon. As Breakdown emerges from. Well, I mean, you don't see. You just see Breakdown do the like falling limp thing. Yeah.
I'll go down to the bottom floor.
Okay. So you want to go through the elevator and out into whatever the hallway is there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. So you emerge from your body, fly down the past Crusher and past Knight's Ass, past the Germans, that whole thing, and submerge through the elevator. And then there's the elevator doors open, but the hallway in real space is dark. There's just this kind of like long dark hallway, and you're seeing vague astral impressions around you, but there's no actual light down here.
Okay. I'm
so the
seeing
hallway-
impressions of like people.
Well, no, you see impressions of like the ambient mana of the earth around you, and there's just like a long, dark hallway, and it doesn't have side doors. It just has like a door at the end, and you immediately feel like a chill like pass over you looking down that hallway.
Okay.
And maybe like in upstairs, Bonbon break down like shutters.
I go and
Okay.
It's okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna assume then that this is not a floor that like people would be kept on, like normal people. So since I feel like a bad feeling, I decide to go back up and check out the third floor.
Okay.
Before I like attempt this thing that feels just bad and wrong, I'm gonna go look at the other floors.
Okay. So the other floor, you pass out into the hallway. There's really only a short hall leading into like a separate room. It doesn't look like this area has got any guards. Like it's dark. There's just emergency lights. And there's an airlock or a clean room. And then beyond that, there's a large, I'd say maybe like 100-foot square, like room with servers all like laid through it in the dark. So they're just like kind of buzzing and humming in the dark and just like glittering, but there's no people in here. You see above there's a series of mechanical like racks where like an arm, there's a metal arm hanging that might move around and like move the hard drives from rack to rack, but there's nobody else down here. There's just a bunch of computer systems.
Okay, and that's the whole third floor.
Third floor does seems to be like
It's
a
just
computer.
entirely
There's-
electronics. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll go to the second floor where all the cool German voices are coming out.
Okay. All right. So you pass beyond Crusher and out into the into this hallway. There's a hall. This one's properly lit. Everything's all lit up, and they've made there's some office furniture that's been pushed over, some like beds that have been lifted up to make cover. You see 4 Seder Krupp officers or whatever, like troops. 3 of them have assault rifles pointed at the door. One of them is down behind, like with his back up against the woman behind him. And he is holding in his hands it looks like a rosary, and he's like rubbing his thumbs on it.
Okay.
And he's got his eyes closed, and he's kind of just like leaned back. And beyond that, there's a T intersection that has in one direction it says recalibration suites on it.
Okay.
The other one it says housing and points in the other direction.
Okay. I'll go toward recalibration suites. I want to go by, I assume this would happen anyway, but I want to go by all of the people who are next to the door as fast as possible so that if one of them does think to like look astrally or see me, then like I'm already gone by the time they've wondered if there's something off, right?
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna go toward recalibration suites and just like, are there windows in the doors? Can I like look into the rooms?
Yeah, so the hallway goes in either direction. If you go down, so you pass by this guy, astrally, and I think as you go past him, he finishes casting the spell he was focusing on, and a barrier sphere like erects around him and his goons.
Okay.
And you pass by as that barrier goes up. On the left, towards the recalibration suites, there are a bunch of individual doors that just say like Suite 1, Suite 2, Suite 3, etc. as it goes by. If you look inside, they just have what look like big, I guess like chrome and white plastic like eggs, essentially.
Okay.
Most of them are open. They have like little beds inside. Basically, they're just like padded on the inside, and there's a computer terminal next to each one, and they run. There's maybe a dozen of them along the hallway.
Okay. Is there anybody in any of them?
No.
Okay. Then I'll double back and go toward housing.
Okay. All right. So as you go by housing, kind of similar thing, doors on either side. These ones have windows. Inside each room, or inside each, in the room, it's a single room. It looks halfway between like an asylum cell and a kind of nice hotel room. Like there's like beds. Each one has a bed. Each one has, some of them have furniture, but it's all sort of a general kind of hospital kind of furniture. They're all the same. Most of them are empty, but in one of them, you see a familiar face, but only to you through someone else's mind. He's sitting on his bed with his like hands folded, seemingly oblivious to all the like chaos that's going on. He has his head shaved, and his like data port. He like is scratching at it when you come in, and it's kind of like red around the outside. You see Javier Flores. And he's just like sitting in his like little gown, kind of like looking dazedly around, absently, kind of like scratching at his port. Doesn't seem to be noticing that there's like gunfire going on. Outside.
Okay. Fuck. How do I get back to my body?
At the end of the hall, the last thing like you see as you get past there is there's a door that just says admin above it, but it doesn't have a window on the outside.
Okay. All right. So, important question here, Adam.
Yes.
Is there any way for me to get through another caster's barrier?
If there's a mana barrier erected in the only place you can get back to your body, you would have to go through it to, or get the caster to drop it.
And I can't, because he is in his physical body, I can't cast a spell on him.
You can't in astral form affect physical space, I don't think. Let me just check. Let me double check on that, because I think there's some limitation to that, depending. So astral space. All right, sinking into a trance. Astral movement, astral combat. I feel like, yeah, you have like a limited, like you can heal people in astral because you're not affecting them physically, you're affecting their like spirit, because you've done that before, I think.
Right.
And you can conjure spells, but you can't, you can't affect physical space in that
Can
way.
I go through? No. Right? I was going to ask if I could go through the floor to another level, but there's earth between, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what do I have to do in order to get through his barrier? Just make good rolls of some sort?
He's maintaining the astral barrier with his like his willpower. He's sustaining it, so you could distract him, or you could hit the barrier hard enough to break it. It's entirely up to you. But, yeah, that would be the thing. He needs to stop making the spell be there.
Right. But I can't affect the physical realm, so it would be hard to distract him, right?
Yep. Yeah, you could definitely get his attention though. Like, if you bang up against it, he'll notice.
Okay, but won't that just make him, like, try to keep it up more?
Quite possibly.
Man, there was a split second there where I was like, I wonder if I have prestidigitation, and then realized that that is a totally different game.
It's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I can't do any of this shit.
Okay, well let's check back in with Crusher and Night's Ass. So,
Okay.
what are you two doing, Crusher? You know that there's goons in the way here.
Did Knights
I'm waiting on breakdown.
Knights
I mean-
you translated what they were saying, right?
I think it was pretty self-explanatory, but sure, translate it.
Have I known you to speak German before this?
No. Also, I translate it as like, I just throw in things about me in my translation. Just like, we know you have her. You have the sass.
Attention, ugly troll and beautiful, talented starlet. Please throw down your weapons.
Like, wait, you speak German?
Crusher, I thought you said you're a professional Shadowrunner.
Yeah, I read all the dockets. That wasn't in your docket. I mean, I can pull it up when we get back. It doesn't say speaks German. Anyways.
No, it was a Skillsoft chip, Crusher. I picked it up in the library back there.
I don't know what any of that means, but what we could do is let's just work this out. So tell them that, let me think about this. Say if they don't open this door and let us through, they're all gonna fucking die. Go with that.
Why do we want to go through this door, Crusher?
Well, I assume we want to go to this floor because there's probably something here. I mean, we got to go floor by floor. That's usually how it
You
works.
really think this whole army is here to protect Javier?
I don't know what they're here to do, but something important's behind this door. Maybe you'll find another chip. You can learn, I don't know, French.
Parlez-vous?
You don't know French. That's the most common. Do you know French?
Tom Merritt is une salope.
Yeah, you don't know French. All right. The German works, but the French doesn't. Look, tell them that. Translate it exactly how I said, word for word.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
So what are you gonna yell at them in fake French, or are you gonna tell them what Crusher said, or some other alternate?
Crusher, I think we should wait on intel. Just find out first what Breakdown finds.
Well, I don't know how long that's gonna be. These guys are gonna shoot us any second. You gotta at least say something to them. They fucking hear us talk this entire time. We wasted like 30 seconds. They're probably thinking we're about to bust in there.
I yell at them in German to cease fire, and we're gonna have negotiations. We just need our negotiator to get here.
Good. Did you include the part where I'm gonna say they're gonna die? It's important. That's the linchpin of that whole thing I said.
No, because that was a condition that they let us through, and I don't think we want to go through there. I think we want to stall Crusher.
You're never doing
Okay.
coke again, Knight's ass.
Crusher, do you still have the door open so they can hear this, or have you pulled your hand out and are trying to shout through the door?
Yeah, I've got my hand still there.
Okay.
I would assume it's like wedged there, so.
Yeah.
And then I guess
Okay.
we're just waiting for intel.
All right. So something
Unless
that you
they have a conversation with us.
No, they're not gonna. I think you catch the word Granada or something. They're talking about some island somewhere, and
Okay.
I mean, Night Test, you hear them. They're like they're not gonna give up. Get the grenade launcher.
Oh.
Okay, I warned Crusher about that.
Okay.
Can I sustain a grenade launcher?
Maybe depends on the grenade.
I guess we'd also fall.
You would also fall. Yeah.
When they say that, I'd remove my hand.
Yeah. I'll just. Okay.
Yeah, we should let's go back up. I don't want to get hit with a grenade launcher with hanging on this. I start climbing back up.
I like the zip upwards, kind of like zipping down, but played in reverse.
Okay. All right. You climb up. All right. So you find Bonbon with Breakdown in her arms.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot us with grenades or something. There's a bunch of armed forces down there. How long has she been out?
What?
Or sorry, he been out.
What? It's been what? 5 minutes?
Not even like a couple of minutes. 2.
Just a couple of minutes.
Okay.
What'd
all
you
right, yeah.
see down there?
I mean, all I could do. We didn't really see much. We just heard a bunch of German people. Apparently, Knight's ass speaks German now. We tried to negotiate.
What? You didn't know that? It's in the documents.
No, it's not in the documents, Bonbon. I read the
I'm
documents.
sorry.
It's not
in
in
the
there.
documents that you can't access because I access them through, computer means, and they always have more information. So I understand if you only saw the paper. It's
Can
If
I like
you-
high
look,
five
you don't even-
Bonbon's data jack with my data jack?
Did Jack high five?
I look at Bonbon and I point and kind of get close to her face and say, Bonbon, Breakdown's not even here, so I don't know why you're trying to pull this shit. But if you ever talk to me that way again, I'm gonna break your fucking deck. All right?
you would hurt my deck before you would hurt me?
Yeah, because I know you don't give a fuck what happens to you, but you care about that deck more than your own body.
That's not true.
I slowly go to reach for the deck as soon as she says that.
That'd be a bad idea, Crusher.
All right, well, it's true then. So let's just wait for Breakdown, and then we'll see what's going on. Maybe he's found Javier.
Am I out of dump shock at this point?
You still feel pretty shitty. Yeah, you're feeling pretty
All
pretty
right.
wobbly.
Okay.
It's better than it was, but it's not completely gone.
Okay.
Okay, so downstairs, in the ether, you can see two of the troops have started to move towards the elevator now that it's closed. They're running up towards the elevator. One of them has a like a pry bar. He's like jamming in the bottom. The other one has in his hand a canister about like yay big with a ring on the top, and he's running over. And the other two are staying back behind cover. The guy with the crowbar like jams the elevator open. The other guy pulls the pin and hucks the grenade into the elevator shaft. The three of you upstairs, you hear a faint like clunking sound as the canister bounces off the walls of the elevator and lands at the bottom of the shaft, and then just like a long extended hissing sound from down below.
Yeah, I peer down into the elevator shaft. Is there a smoke coming up?
Yes, yeah, clouds of smoke are starting to fill the bottom of the elevator shaft.
Do I have any sense of if it's like tear gas or if it's just a smoke grenade, or can I tell by the color of the smoke? Can I make an intelligence roll?
Yeah,
That'll probably
you can make a difficult intelligence roll. Let's say target number 8, and we'll see.
You can do it.
5 and 4.
Okay, so you're like, there's smoke. You don't know what kind.
Yeah,
it is.
we've got
You took a
some
big
smoke
huff
coming
of
up.
it.
Don't know what it is, but it's probably not good. So we need to, put on our masks that we all have. Right? We've all got masks. I just take the mask out. I don't have a mask.
I know you.
Yeah, we need to. He needs to hurry the fuck up. If I don't know if you can like pinch his arm or something to make him go faster, Bon, but we got to go soon. This is not good.
No, there's no arm pinching as far as I know.
Well, there should be. You guys need a fucking system so when he does this, you can hurry it up. I go and like shut the doors as well.
Okay.
I just like turn to wait. Just
Okay.
kind of sit down next to Breakdown.
And so, breakdown. What are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you starting to like zip around a little panicky or what?
Can I, even though I'm not outside, can I summon a bird of some sort or no?
Yeah, I think you can conjure in astral space. It's more dangerous, but you can do it.
Why is it more dangerous?
Because you're on
because-
home turf. You're on home turf with the spirit, right?
Oh, okay.
Let me double check though. I'm
Okay.
not totally certain, but I think you can. Let's find conjuring. Let's see. Oh, you can. Okay, you can summon in a spirit only in its home environment. So you'd have to summon a like spirit of man, basically, because you're in a controlled, non-natural space.
Right.
And
Can I
ask
make-
for summoning
can I-
a WoW asp.
Like, all right, how creative can I get with this thing? Like, how weird are you willing to let me be with what I summon?
Oh, snap.
I mean, the stats are really all that matters. So you can summon a spirit of man in pretty much whatever form, unless you had some other like natural environment like thing that you can think of.
So
What are you thinking?
I want to summon. You know the sound when metal is very slowly screeching against metal?
Yeah, that's a horrible sound.
I want to summon a being made of metal that will just open its maw, its just like giant mouth, and just make that sound.
Yeah, you want to summon a big scary spirit of man made out of like grinding metal and shit. Yeah,
that just makes the worst sound in the world.
that sounds like a for reals thing you could do.
Sick.
Okay, so I mean, unless there's some like weird side rule here I can't find, I think that's totally a thing you can do. You can conjure a spirit while you're in the astral plane. I'm gonna just say that doing so, the drain is just automatically physical. Like it's just harder because
Okay.
you're in the astral plane.
That's fine. I'm willing to do that to get the information to everybody quicker. So,
Okay. What force do you want to summon it at?
it only needs to do one thing. So force 1.
Okay. Now it won't
literally
be very
just
scary.
gonna be
Remember,
like,
when it tries.
scream.
So you just want it to make a noise.
I just want it to like. Well, I want it to like. I just need it to be loud. I just need it to make.
Okay, a force 1 spirit's going to be about yay big and not very
Right.
loud.
Okay. Then maybe.
For something loud and scary, like 3 is sort of human voice average maximum.
Okay. So I should probably go for 4 then.
Yeah.
Whoo. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So then I just use all of my conjuring dice, right?
Yeah.
And I roll against the force of the creature I want to make. Is that right?
Target number is the force of the creature. Yeah, force of the nature spirit.
Okay. Okay. And can I add any to my dice pool or no? Not with this?
No, just conjuring.
2?
Okay, all right. So you
21.
can summon a
21.
force.
Fuck.
Wow. So you can summon a force 4 spirit of man that owes you two things. But let's see how it affects you. So we're gonna roll. Drain code is gonna be 4S1. So you're rolling your charisma.
Okay.
Against target number 4.
Ooh.
3?
Nice. Okay. All right. So it's S to M, M to L, L to nothing. So you don't take any drain.
Sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
So as you like conjure this spirit, you call it up from the place. I think that what we see is, you like reach out to the walls where there's these metal panels and sort of pull the spirit out of the metal and like craft this kind of howling toothed
It's
creature.
the thing that's mostly a giant face. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that okay, so yeah, that's actually good. You like carve it out of one panel, so you're like forming it. But as you like break the material in astral space, little like astral like roaches can like break out from underneath and like crawl all over the walls and kind of like scatter away. And that feeling that you had down below, you feel it again, and the spirit I think at that point reacts to your fear and like kind of rushes you, and you have to like push back at it with all your willpower to get it under control. And now you're very much like aware of some dark thing kind of like dwelling below you.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, now you have this spirit, and I think that the mage, the Seder Corrupt mage, like turns and he sees it, and he sees you. Like he switches into astral and sees you. What are you doing?
I tell the spirit to run around and scream.
Just to make a lot of noise. And what's your intent behind that action?
That it's a sound that's so piercing he can't concentrate.
So you're gonna try and break his concentration?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do the spirit's body versus his willpower. So, spirit of man has a body of force +1. So you're gonna roll 5 dice against target number 4, and I'm gonna roll the mage's willpower against target number 4.
2 successes.
And we'll see if it breaks his concentration. No, it is a tie.
Fuck.
So
Can I add?
he like claps his hands over his ears and like sneers at you.
Can't you make him fail with karma?
Yeah.
And you can spend karma. If you want to spend 2, you can take away one of his successes. Or you can spend 2 to give yourself 1, or you can re-roll with 1 karma.
What's the value of taking away one of his successes versus giving myself a success?
Same difference. It costs
doesn't matter.
the same. It's exactly the same. Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll spend 2 to make it a win.
Okay. All right. So he claps his hands over his ears, like grits his teeth. The soldier behind him turns and doesn't see anything. He sees the face coming out of the wall. He shoots at it. You break the guy's concentration. You see the barrier drop, and then now you can act.
I rush to my body.
Okay. All right. You like fly down the hallway, and I think that the let's roll your initiative against him. I just want to see if he can chuck a spell at you as you pass.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll your astral initiative, which is probably much higher than your physical initiative.
I don't.
It's okay. I got it here.
I don't know where that is on here. I'll be honest.
It's okay. What's your
Is it reaction?
It's your reaction, but it's calculated differently for Astral Space, I think. Let me look. Oh no, it just changes your charisma, intelligence, and willpower. Okay, so yeah, just make a reaction roll,
Oh God. Okay.
and I will do the same.
Against
So
target 4.
Yeah, we'll just see who can react more quickly. 4. Let's target 4. I got 1. Okay, so you're defending, so you managed to get past him before he can hurl a spell at you, and you want to like fly out and snap back to your body.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right. So amid this cacophony of like welding noises and grinding from downstairs, out of the you fly through this smoke and pop back into your body, and Bon, you feel Breakdown twitch and like snap their eyes open, snap his eyes open.
Hey, welcome back to reality. What the fuck's going on?
Are you okay?
I found him. I found Javier, but okay. He's on the 2nd floor. There's a big group of guys right in front of that door, including a mage that's able to put up a barrier.
How many is big? Is that like 6?
How many were there, Adam? Like 5 or 6?
How many? What? How many?
4.
How many people were right in
And
front
the
of that door?
mage.
Yeah, there were 4.
Oh.
There were 4. One was a mage.
Oh,
He
well,
was
that's
able
not
to put
good.
up a barrier. They have grenades. I'm not sure what else. But I found him. He's definitely there. He's definitely on that floor.
Okay,
He's just in a room.
1 second. I walk back over to the elevator, open the doors. I look down.
Okay.
Where's the smoke at?
It's like 3 or 4 feet below, and it's billowing up.
3 or 4 feet below me?
Yeah,
How
that's filling up the.
do I
area.
remember how much distance there was from our floor to the floor below me?
To the top of the elevator, there are three stories.
I'm sorry, to the floor below me. So like
Yeah, the floors, they're about 10 space about 10 feet apart. Standard kind of stories.
I look back and smile. I pull some C4 from my back. We're going to
Okay.
we're going to the library. I start making my way to the library. I'm just tossing the C4 up and down in my hands. I walk into the
Okay.
library and I just set it on the ground. Like, we're going back to the elevator. I walk back to the elevator.
All right,
door
so
to-
if your plan here is to blow through the floor,
yes,
into the room below, you'll have to use all the rest of the C4 you have.
that's totally
It's-
fine.
Okay.
Also, actually,
I like it.
I go to the we go back to the elevator, we shut the door, and I'm like, actually, Breakdown, do you know whereabouts this mage was standing?
I mean, he's just right at the back of the group.
Yeah, but I'm saying like where exactly, so that when we breach, we're right on top of him. What if you went back into astral form? You went down there, you showed exactly
no,
where he was.
I'm not going. No, I'm not
and then
going
you
back
flew
down there.
right back up, right above, and then you called out to us, and we came
I
and
can't
found
go
you.
through the floors. There's
Oh.
barriers between the floors to make sure that someone can't astrally go through the floors.
Well, I could go open the fucking elevator again if you want.
I'm not going back in there.
Okay,
I'll
well,
just
where?
get trapped again.
Let's do a general guesstimation on where this mage was.
So you're just trying to guess like where the
Okay.
hallway is, and okay. It doesn't look like the hallways don't overlap. They're set at an offset. So the library, you could use it to blow through the floor and get into maybe one of the pod rooms, but the hallway isn't. It's like you'd have to go outside. It goes outside of the
okay.
building.
Yeah, all right, we're just going through the library. Me and Knight's Ass will drop in. Bonbon, I don't know what you could do, and break down if you can somehow deal with that mage before we can get to him. That'll work. But yeah, the only way I see is to go through the floor because that elevator shaft got smoke in it. I don't even want to smell it. It's probably got something in it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, all right. I just put the C4 down. Do I need to put all 3, or is it going to be like layered, like blow once, put some more C4
Yeah,
in the
you
hole,
want to just
blow it
shape the
again?
charge down as much as possible and
Yeah.
make a demolitions roll. And your intent here is to blow your way into the like just somewhere you can get downstairs, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
What's my target number?
So target number to blow all the way through the floor. These accurately. Let's call it 6.
6. Okay.
Now this means, hold on, if you're gonna go back to the library, it means that you're gonna have to dismiss one of your 2 spirits. Are you okay with that,
Right.
Brady?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Sounds good.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Could a spirit fit through the fucking hole?
If you made a big enough hole, which you almost certainly will.
Do you have any more? Can we send the rock down there through the hole? Breakdown.
Once I tell them not to protect these corridors anymore, they're going to disappear. I'll have to resummon.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't want you to actually do something. So let's just go ahead and make the hole.
You asshole.
Jesus.
And I blow the first hole, drop more C4 in. I want to do it as fast as possible and then breach down as fast as possible.
Okay, so to breach the floor, you want to blow the floor out and then you want to drop more explosives in, or because I mean, if you'd have to set it up to like blow the floor, and then I don't know if you're gonna have any more C4 left to just like drop in as a.
No,
as
when I say drop in, I want to like go
like
down.
you physically drop.
Yeah,
in.
I want to physically drop in.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Well, let's have you make a roll. So I did a really quick and ugly map of the level of the facility. There's a basement too. I didn't have a lot of time. So this end of the hallway is the pods. This is the places where people were staying. So Javier is in. I'll put a big green.
I can't
X.
see it. Do I need to just
Javier.
refresh it?
Maybe I pulled everybody over to the facility map. If
I
you refresh
refreshed it.
See it.
Okay, I see it now.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, so and then this is the elevator over on this end where the smoke is, and the Satyr Krupp dudes are all in this vicinity, thinking you're gonna come through that way. So your plan here, the area that the library overlays is like this hallway and the pod rooms.
Well, I mean, I don't know that information, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying that's where you're gonna end up. So
Okay.
okay. So
here's a demo roll with target number 6.
Yes, please.
2 successes.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
snap.
All right. So this is this is B1. There is no B2 that you've been to yet.
Yeah.
Technically, it's B1. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So with 2 successes, you like plunk down the charges, get out of the way. Everybody hunkers down. You hit the detonator, and yeah, it's like the place got hit with a fucking meteor. Like, if we see it, I think we probably see it from outside. We see the facility. There's maybe like the drones circling around, the Satyr Krupp guys approaching the building, and the roof just goes like a huge blast of fire off in one section. Just blows a big chunk out of the roof, blows the floor in completely. The whole place shakes. The lights flicker. Maybe some shit falls off the walls. And yeah, everybody has like a faint ringing in their ears, but it sounds like it worked.
All right, well, I got to go quick because I don't want them filling this up with gas. So if it doesn't work out, you guys are probably dead. So I'll see you soon. Just like start walking towards the door or walking towards the hole.
All right, so the whole of the library is just like ruined. Like there's a big hole in the floor, sparks shooting out of the wiring you blew open. There's smoke everywhere from the explosion, and there's little tiny crystal like plastic data chips everywhere, just thrown all over the place. And yeah, and there's this hole, and there's some light coming up from below.
Yeah. Am I going to take damage jumping down?
You'll make an athletics roll, but I don't think so.
Okay, I would like to do that, and then I'll make my body roll.
Okay, yeah, make an athletics roll. You don't have athletics, right?
Nope.
So
6.
target in this case would be 8.
8.
You got lots of dice.
2 successes.
Okay, you're fine.
Nice.
Yeah, will someone like me be able to jump down there or no?
I mean, yeah, everybody makes the same roll, same difficulty.
So I jump down, immediately get my assault cannon out, put my back to the wall, and then like look down the hall. What do I see?
Okay. So with all the metal like shredded and stuff, you drop down through the rubble, and immediately like your head starts to ache a little bit. And you know this feeling. Like there's some iron content in the paneling or something that's starting to fuck with you.
Gotcha.
Your metahuman allergies are starting to kick up.
Okay.
You're in a room. There's what looks like it was an egg at one point, but now it's all like blown into pieces. There's like chunks of it. It's like cracked open. There's a damaged computer terminal lying face down. There's a door that's been like knocked off its hinges at the top, and there's a hallway on the other side. You're probably in one of these 2 rooms.
I mean, I don't know the map, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I go down the hall, and I want something to shoot, so I keep looking around.
Okay. All right. So you pop out into the hallway. You look back and forth. You hear shouting over like this way, but you don't see anybody yet. Upstairs in the library, what's everybody else doing? Now the crushers drop down.
Trying to assess if I can follow him.
I mean, you could. There's a big hole in the floor.
Am I still dump shocked?
No, it's finally started to wear off. Yeah, you're not
Okay.
not at a penalty.
Can I check my data?
Yeah, you want to like jack into your deck?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you plug in, and the internal architecture, the like candy shop or whatever of your deck appears. And yeah, wrapped up like a neat little present delivered from the external server is a little box with a ribbon on it with a little tag. This is like for Bonbon from wrecked server. And it opens, and the sphere of the data emerges. Just by looking at it real quick, it looks like audio and visual files, like audio and video files from what look like interviews, maybe. Just by glancing at it real quick, like looking at the thumbnails, there's a woman with black hair with streaks of blue in it, wearing just like plain clothes. She doesn't look like just like in the hospital gown or anything. Sitting in the library, talking to somebody. And the person sitting across from her is wearing a suit and seems to be taking notes while she talks. But without running it, you don't have any idea. Can you make an intelligence test? I just want to see if you recognize her.
Sure.
It's like target 3, I think.
Okay. Great. Okay.
Oh yeah, you recognize her. You recognize her right away. You saw her like probably on TV like 2 days ago. You see her on TV all the time. She's on billboards everywhere. It's Maria Mercurial. She's like a really famous singer. Yeah, and
is she the one interviewing or being interviewed?
She's being interviewed.
Oh,
and she's got the like little electrodes on, and is like talking to this guy.
All right. Well, at this point, we know where Javier is, so I guess I just sort of say, maybe we can sell this information after the job.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's going to necessarily benefit us now, other than the fact that we know that she's here.
Or has been.
Or might be, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's all I'm going to do, really. Unless there's anything else in there.
Night's House, what are you doing while that's happening?
So we're in the library?
You're in the hallway outside the library, yeah.
Are there any books still intact?
There were never any books in here to begin with. There was just chips.
Right. Do I see any text?
I don't know. Maybe there's like a sign kind of hanging off the wall outside that says like "Quiet, please," with a little face on it, going like "Shh."
I'm just reading anything that I can in German, super seriously. Anything that I see.
Okay.
Maybe
Awesome.
I like grab one of my albums that's inside my guitar case and I pull out the lyrics book.
How severe is your iron allergy, Crusher?
Well, if you remember, on a 1 to 12, I rolled a 13.
That's right. Okay. All right. Well, I need you to make a. Oh, actually, no. You just take a light wound, and then you'll get another wound in a number of minutes equal to your body attribute, as long as you're amidst the like wreckage of the area.
Well,
you want to get away from where you are.
Yeah, I left. I'm down the hallway, right? So.
Yeah. So you just take that light wound, and if you go back through that room, you'll take another one.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
Um.
Yeah. Breakdown. What are you doing?
Well, Crusher's just like all by himself. I want to summon 2 more. Like I want to release the 2 Rockly and Rockflee and summon another one to stay with Bonbon and Night's Ass and them. But then I want to follow Crusher.
Okay. So what kind of spirit are you conjuring? I mean, man is sort of your only option right now unless you get outside.
Yeah. Gosh, I wish I could summon something that could heal. That would be dope. What do I want to do? I want to protect both groups, and I'm not sure how to do that.
I mean, Crusher doesn't really know this, but you know for sure Crusher's about to walk around that corner and come face to face with a mage.
Yeah. Well, I told them that.
Yeah, but you know he like went anyway. So, but if
you told me that they were on the floor somewhere, that there was a mage and 4 people, or 4 people including a mage.
I told you that they were all next to where the elevator door was.
I don't know if I know the layout, but yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, I feel like I need to follow him, but I don't want to just leave everybody else hanging. Fuck.
I love the idea of like Breakdown having this like, oh god, what do I do? Well, Night's Ass is walking around pointing at stuff and saying its name in German.
Yeah.
Der Computerschlagen. Der Fire escaping. Awesome.
They're
Okay.
escaping.
I'm.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna. Summon like a concrete beast.
Okay.
To like protect everybody who's in the library. What is Gavin doing right now?
Probably just trying to keep his shit together. Like he's just like there's smoke in the elevator thing, and like he's not gonna go after Crusher, but he's basically just on guard and keeping like the outside situation under control.
Okay. I'm gonna over comms. I'm gonna say to Crusher, "Don't just run in there because you're the only one in there, and there is a mage. You need to hold back for just a minute."
If I wait any longer, they're gonna fill this hall with gas, and then no one's gonna be able to go. I got maybe a minute tops. What's the plan? I'm going in.
Well, I mean, the plan shouldn't be just you by yourself.
Well, I mean,
That's not gonna work either.
You guys are welcome to come down if you can make the jump. It's a party.
I think we could make the jump.
Well, if everybody else is willing to jump down there, then we should all just jump down there, I guess. Unless Gavin doesn't want to. I mean,
So while you're having this conversation, Crusher, what are you doing? Are you just coming around the corner? Like you said you went out into the hallway looking for people to shoot, right?
Yeah, where do... That's usually what I do.
You know.
When do I get the comms? Like, where am I at when the comms comes through?
You're probably like right before you've reached the corner.
Okay, I like put my back up against the wall, and I say that, and then if I can, I kind of just like peek my head around the corner.
Okay.
Instead of like a full disclosure of like, I'm here.
Yeah.
It's me just like peeking around the corner.
Yeah, you see they've I think one of the troops is standing near the elevator, like looking in that direction, but the other 3 are facing back towards the wreckage. One of them is holding a like the furniture and is trying to like pull it aside to like re-point their barrier, their physical barrier, in the direction of the hallway that they think you're going to come down. They see you. You definitely like catch eyes with one of them, but they don't like shoot at you or do anything. They just like kind of drop behind cover.
How did I use all 3 remaining C4?
Yeah, all your C4 is gone.
God damn it.
Remember when you were like, "Oh, it's okay, it's all right."
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
All of my C4, let's do it.
The likelihood of Adam letting me roll a C4 to throw it at them as a
not a
projectile
grenade, yeah.
and then hit the button right in front of them would not be very high.
Sweet satchel charge kill.
Yeah, satchel charge, exactly.
When Crusher says you can join us if you want, I just want to say on like intercoms, like I'm all for it. Just waiting on Bonbon and Breakdown.
Yeah,
So
well,
I'm pretty sure like if me and Crusher were down there, like they would just leave Breakdown and Bonbon super open to attack. So it's the only reason why I'm up here waiting around.
okay. I mean, you say that, I'd come on, I'm like, yeah, they spotted me, so we've got maybe 20-second tops, and they're gonna start fucking unloading on this corner. So either get down here, or I'm going on alone, and we'll see how it goes.
Does anyone have rope? Rope a thing?
I'm pretty. Darn.
I mean,
This
no.
isn't.
It's only
No.
the drop from the ceiling to the floor below. So
Okay, so
I
it
mean,
should
worst case scenario, even if you fall, you're gonna kind of like maybe you'll sprain your ankle and someone will have to help you. You won't be able to run.
Okay. I'm gonna go down there then.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make an athletics check. If you don't have it, it's body target number 8.
Oh my god. Okay.
You just need one.
That's
success.
just for the jump down.
It's like a 10-foot drop. Yeah.
I can't help.
Chat, help me out.
I mean,
Like,
if
if
you want to,
if-
how would
if-
you do that? Yeah.
Well, if breakdown's going down, I figure like I could at least lower. him.
Yes, you could.
Yes.
That is true.
Like I will risk making the jump since I have no one to help
Okay.
me. But
All right. So you don't have to roll breakdown if Bonbon lowers you, but it takes longer. But
Is
I
rope
am-
really a thing? Because I could have sworn I saw it before, but if
rope
it's not
is
even
a
the
thing in
book,
Shadowrun. Believe it or
nylon
not.
rope it's a real thing. Yep.
so I'm almost certain that I would have some.
Seriously, buy rope. It's not that expensive. You can get it at a Walmart or wherever. Helpful. Thanks, chat.
So when you say it's gonna take longer, is that like
Well, it's like some scrambling around and like lowering you down. Like if you just jump, it takes a second, but you know, Bonbon has to like lie down and like lower you, and it's
so
it's just,
it'll
it's
take like
harder.
a minute instead of a second?
Yeah, instead of no time.
Okay.
I'm not sure
Alright.
what that roll was for, Knight's Ass, but okay.
Jumping down.
Can I?
Oh,
Can I
okay.
help you down?
But I'm like pretty certain that I have rope on me.
Okay, so let's deal with the Bonbon breakdown situation. So, Bonbon, you're gonna lower breakdown.
Yes.
Can I then help Bonbon by like
Catching
doing one of
her?
these and
No.
like taking her feet? No, like as she like lowers
Yes,
herself
yeah,
down,
yeah.
I'll
You
like
can
hold
you
on
can
to her
exchange
feet.
totally. You can exchange
Okay.
time for the risk of being hurt.
Great.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's
so
do
all
that.
3 of you are gonna go down the safest way possible. Is that the plan, or Knight's Ass? Did you just jump down?
I think Knight's Ass literally just
Okay, Knight's
jumped.
Ass
Well,
just jumped
I
down.
just jumped down.
Okay, Knight's Ass, you take a light wound. But otherwise, all 3 of you are down there. Crusher, this takes a while, so you've been up against the wall. Are you doing anything, or
Well, do they like? Do you guys say you're coming down?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I narrate everything over comms these days.
that's
Okay.
kind of? And then Knight's Ass sexily approached the hole in the ground.
Did I see the general area of where the mage is?
You don't know which one's the mage, but yeah, you see them down the hallway, down there. It's
Well, hold on. How what's the range? What's the width of this hallway?
it's not. I guess what's an average hall? Maybe slightly larger than average. It's like 2 meters, 3 meters.
What
maybe,
is the
and a half?
explosive area of my assault cannon?
1 person, basically. It's not.
Oh.
It's explosive only in the sense that it does a bunch of damage. It's not like a grenade is explosive.
When I blew through the C4, what was on the ground? Like when I blew through the ceiling. Was
Just
there a
the-
shit ton of rubble, or was it just like light rubble?
Oh, there's a bunch of rubble around now, yeah.
Gotta
Not
be.
like industrial, like the whole building fell down rubble, but anything that was in the ceiling. So piping, probably like a duct, a bunch of like,
Average
busted,
weight? Average weight? 100 pounds, 200 pounds?
of like what, everything?
Yeah.
On the floor? Oh, I don't know.
What I'm getting
wait.
at is, would it make sense for me to shoot the ceiling and have something fall on top of these guys?
Oh, I mean, probably not. Like the only reason it was so damaged was because of the C4.
All right, if I pop around the corner with the smart gun link and with wired reflexes, will I be able to get a shot off?
it'll be an initiative roll, and you do have wired reflexes, so.
I've waited too long. That's what we're gonna do, but we'll do it.
Let's
When we
take a
come
break.
back.
Yeah, let's take a break. Let's take a break, and so maybe we just see Crusher like gun up, back against the wall, like trying to decide how you're gonna do
I
it.
say, hey, I'm gonna go, and then like pull out the assault cannon, and then maybe I just like close my eyes and I mouth something, but it's not like said on the show or whatever.
Okay.
And then I just go. I turn the corner.
Around, and yeah, everything goes into slow motion, and then we cut to break. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Let's take a break, and then we'll come back and see if I die. So we'll be right back, guys. Some more Mirrorshades coming up right after this as we go into the final hour. See you guys in just a bit.